Welcome back to Systems of Equations for Math 021. In this video, we're going to look at examples 5 and 6. Looking at example 5, we have negative 8x minus 10y equals 24, and 6x plus 5y equals 2. For this one, since they are in standard form, I'm going to use elimination. Also, looking at the equations, trying to use substitution would require a lot more work, and I don't want to have to do that. Since I'm going to use elimination, let's look at our x coefficients. We have a negative 8 and a 6. Now they do have a common multiple of 24, but that's kind of big to have to work with, and I really don't want to have bigger numbers than I have to. So let's look at our y. We look at the y. We have negative 10 and 5. Well, I could easily turn that 5 into 10 by multiplying that second equation by 2. So that one's much easier. So let's try that one. So I'm going to multiply my second equation by 2. My first equation will stay the same. Negative 8x minus 10y equals 24. My second equation will become 12x plus 10y equals 4. Combine our like terms. Negative 8x and 12x will be 4x. Negative 10 and positive 10y will subtract out. 24 and 4 will be 28. Divide both sides by 4. X will equal 7. We're going to plug that back into one of our equations to find our y value, or determine our y value. I'm going to plug it into the first equation this time. So we would have negative 8, and instead of x, I'm going to put 7. So negative 8 times 7 minus 10y equals 24. Negative 8 times 7 is negative 56 minus 10y equals 24. Add 56 to both sides. Negative 10y equals 80. Divide both sides by negative 10. Y will equal negative 8. So for example 5, our ordered pair answer will be 7, negative 8. Now let's look at example 6. For example 6, since we have that y equals for the second equation, I'm going to use substitution. It will be easier. So in our first equation, we have 2x minus 8y equals 24. Our second equation, y equals 1/4 x minus 3. So I'm going to take my y equals part and plug it into that first equation. So we would have 2x minus 8 times the quantity 1/4 x minus 3 equals 24. I'm going to distribute that negative 8 in. So 2x minus 8 times 1/4 would be 2x. Negative 8 times negative 3, positive or plus 24, equals 24. So if I combine my like terms, 2x minus 2x is actually going to subtract out and leave me with 0. So I'd have 0 plus 24 equals 24, or 24 equals 24. So in this one, similar to what happens in our linear equations, we had some variables cancel out. Okay, so when our variables cancel out, then we look at the final statement. 24 equals 24. That is true. Also, just like with our linear statements, since that is true, our answer will be, or you could also write infinitely many solutions. In our next video, we'll look at examples 7 and 8.